It's a beautiful day, and we'll be talking about how we're going to reconnect. This is all just human knowledge, right? You get that, right? This is not just a crazy idea of mine. By looking at religion, by looking at science, by looking at all the other well-being experts that there are. And those people try as well to do this thing where we're just using current human knowledge, except that they're still operating up in the logical realms, the intellect. The key to solving the issues that beguile humans are issues that are to do with the heart. And so that's where we need to do the work. There's only one thing that can heal the heart, the human heart, and that, of course, is love. So the concept here is, how do we use love to heal the human heart? And the answer is darn easy. We break love into 4 components that are really easy for the mind to manage. That is kindness, forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude. And when we accept that what I've just said is true, now we're cooking with gas. Because now we can say, okay, then how do we use those 4 components and get kind of instant healing? Well, you do the ritual, hopefully do the ritual. Otherwise, you're going to make that commitment. You're going to understand it because intellectually it's true. So you're going to understand it, and the result of it, of course, is that there's going to be 0 victimology, and that you're going to behave in a kind, forgiving, accepting, and with grace. You're going to live your life. So now you don't have to remember anything. When you do all those things, you might say, all right, give us some more guidance though. In which case, that's why we have step 2. It's communication recovery, which is the next no-brainer step to take. Because of course, none of us are operating with an ideal way of communication. There are so many aspects to it, not just how we communicate to others, but how we present ourselves, how we treat our bodies, and then how we talk to ourselves as well. Each of these things is a world of things that can be looked at and improved upon. And when we do that, that's when we get to that point of realizing we are optimized. So once a person has optimized, and it's a process, it's sort of, well, it's a lifelong process, but all it needs is to start, because once you're doing the process, that's when it all starts. That's when it all is, straight away. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. So when you start, as soon as you start, it's like already something profound, a profound shift that you've made. And when you get to realize that the world really is full of love, well, then you wonder, how come nobody else knows this? How come nobody's noticed? Well, we're all too busy, I guess. And the third step, once we are all optimized, is simply to maintain that level of awareness of thinking, okay, what am I going to do next? What's the right thing to do at this point? How can I make things better today? At the same time, of course, as enjoying every single day. There's no point in doing all this stuff if it seems like work. That's the point. This is why the heart method works best. There is nothing more to do but to understand yourself, to know thyself. This is the historic phrase, isn't it? Know thyself. It really is amazing, and it will blow your mind when you realize it's been here for you all along. This is what it looks like in Papakura. No, this is Pukekohe, not Papakura. If you ever wondered what's going on at the other side of the planet while you're sleeping, this is what I'm doing anyway. So this whole channel then is just to isolate the truth about well-being. And it's very doable. I mean, it's done. I've done it. And I don't know why nobody knows this, but that's the point of this channel, is to get this information out. Love equals energy is a legit concept that's available to every human mind and explains why we are the way we are. Then using love to heal the human self, to know thyself. And after that, it's just bliss. War stops, bullying stops, because this is also teachable, you'll find. Really teachable, because it's all inside of us already. We don't need to know anything or learn anything. We just need to understand that we recognize the truth within us. And it's also really obvious when people aren't doing it. So it really simplifies everything. And it's everybody's personal responsibility and joy to do the process. So, well, to do the transformation. It's not really a process, it's just a transformation. Now it's a bit windy. That could be showing up on my, but maybe not, because I'm wearing the dead cat, right? But it's a transformation for sure. And it becomes the sort of transformation it is it takes over your life. It's the main thing about being you, this know thyself position, and keeping track of how you are, where you are, what you're doing, what you're going to do next, and how much you're enjoying every single day, getting the most out of it, doing no harm. That's the only rule. To do what works and do no harm. And by making the transformation, you'll find that both of those things are really, really easy and natural. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, since we were human, we've all had this dream in our hearts. And it's only now that the dream is realizable, that we can actually do it. The technology is here, we're all connected. We make our stand, we say, we are love, and that's what we're going to do. The formula love equals energy will be the binding aspect that says this fact in a way that everybody can understand. And when the scientists, psychologists, priests, therapists, everybody recognizes the truth, which is really obvious, then the governments can put these ideas into schools and we can transform our societies immediately for no cost, for every gain that it's possible to imagine. Life will simply become bliss for human beings. And it's not far away. AI and robotics will take over, supplying us with housing and help. And it'll be up to us simply to enjoy our lives. We'll get out of the house, we'll play, we'll dance, we'll compete, we'll enjoy, and life will become the way we really can imagine it to be, which is just profoundly easy and simple compared to the lives that people in history have had to put up with. Okay, so that's my first video, my Walking with Eric video. There'll be many more to come, because this is how I like to communicate best of all, and it's nice and easy to do. Okay, have a wonderful day, you people on the other side of the planet, and anybody on this side of the planet who's also tuning in. All right, have a good one. Thank you.